today's video, we're going to take you inside one of the most famous cities in the world, but unfortunately, it gets its fame from a very dark day, nearly 80 years ago when an A-bomb was dropped on the city of Hiroshima.
Latest reports from the Japanese say that 126,000 died as the result of the damage done by the single bomb that blasted the city.
Fast forward to present day, Hiroshima is a modern and very beautiful city with so much to offer, and we're going to share that with you in today's 10 best things to do in Hiroshima. Now, one thing I want to mention is these things are not in order from best to worst, so make sure you stick around until the end of this video so you don't miss out on any of the amazing things to do here in Hiroshima. Number 1 on the list is to go on a history tour of Hiroshima. I did this as a walking tour, and personally I found it to be one of the best tours I have ever gone on because the guide who I had, whose name is Masa, took me on a tour, and the unique part about her is actually she is a second generation survivor.
I'm grateful the people coming, and to share my stories and the facts is kind of my job, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing. It gave me goosebumps. That's really nice. Yeah, it gave me the chills, yeah. Yeah.
And was able to bring me so much closer to that day and all of Hiroshima's history afterwards through her stories and experiences. Her and I spent about 3 hours exploring multiple parts of the city, which we're going to share more on these places in upcoming things to do. But to focus more on her as a guide, she knew everything about the city.
What was the population in 1945?
300,000.
300,000. Wow.
You know, this was a shopping area or downtown, I think. Yeah.
And was able to help me connect more with the city and the challenges this place has gone through and so much more.
Even you survive, people doesn't know about the radiation, so there was some kind of discrimination to the survivors.
Oh wow.
Because there's the outside of Hiroshima city, people thought the radiation is contagious.
By the way, if you want to have Masa as your guide, I'll put a link down in the description below so you can check out her tour. Number 2 on the list is to visit the atomic bomb dome, which was nearly completely destroyed from the blast 79 years ago. But today, it still stands as a symbol of what the city once went through. And while it is very hard to look at as your imagination tries to think what this place had faced,
There was a lot of arguments between to preserve or destroy.
Yeah.
Because all the survivors didn't want to see anymore, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
They recall the sites.
Yeah.
But the city decided to preserve.
in modern day Hiroshima, this area is a very beautiful place to visit, and it is enjoyable to walk around and pay respects to all of the people who tragically lost their lives. In this area, you can also see photos of what the A-bomb dome had once looked like prior to 1945. Number 3 on the list is to visit the Peace Memorial Park, which honors the victims of the 1945 atomic bombing and promotes global peace.
In this area, essentially since a few years after the explosion, they have had this area dedicated for the memorial of all of the people's lives.
Yes.
The park is home to monuments, memorials, and the iconic atomic bomb dome, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site now. The park is right in the heart of Hiroshima, and it offers tons of walkways to explore, and it is pretty big, so seeing it by foot or bike are both good options depending on how much time you have to spend in this area. Number 4 on the list is to visit Miaima Island, which is a really exotic island just off the coast of Hiroshima. There are 2 ways to get there. You can either take a boat from the Peace Memorial Park area, which is a bit more expensive, or you can take the train over to the Miyajimaguchi station, and then there is just a quick 10-minute ferry that will get you to the island. Personally, I took the ferry directly from Memorial Peace Park because it was a really fun ride for about 30 to 40 minutes. Arigato. All right, we have arrived to Miyaima, my friends. Look at this, we got ferries coming and going. Arigato. Upon arrival, there is so much you can do, but the first thing you're probably going to see are some of the friendliest deer you have ever met in your life. Konnichiwa. Just hanging out. That's unbelievable. However, they might try and take your snacks or food like they tried to with my ice cream.
Guys, I thought I was gonna enjoy this ice cream cone and these deer are just absolutely following me. And the ice cream's melting. I can't even eat this right now. Look at these cute little guys. Hey, little buddy.
But after you walk a little further, you will see one of the most famous shrines in the country, as well as tons of tourist shops to check things out and maybe do a couple gift shop purchases. As for how much time you should spend, personally, I would say you can easily spend a full day on Miyaima Island, as there is a cable car up to the top of the mountains, and you can even find a ton of hikes up there to get some exercise to beautiful temples and viewpoints all across the island. Number 5 on the list is to visit the Hiroshima Castle, which has been rebuilt after 1945 and was once previously a powerful military center for Japan.
So this castle right here was largely destroyed during the tragic atomic bomb, but about 13 years later, they went ahead and started rebuilding the place.
And as of now, it has been rebuilt and turned into a museum showcasing Hiroshima's history, samurai culture, and traditional artifacts, offering panoramic views of the city from its top floor. And also, walking the path that surrounds the complex outside of the moat is a great place to enjoy the nature and grab some amazing photos of the castle. Number 6 on the list is to visit the Shukien Garden.
Inside of Hiroshima, you're going to find so many beautiful parks, and this one is so impressive. This is like what you would dream of for a park in Japan. This is unbelievable. It feels magical.
Which dates back all the way to the 1600s, and it's a classic Japanese style garden with such amazing views.
When you visit Japan, that'll be one of the things that totally catches you by surprise, is how unique the nature is. The different types of trees that are in this forest give it such a unique personality.
It gives you a nice break from that fast-paced city life while you're still inside of the city. You can actually walk around the garden in just 20 to 30 minutes and see its many different views, as well as all of the picture-perfect locations. Number 7 on the list is to visit the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum.
All right, so as you can see, adults get in for 200, and then you can actually get these headphones up here for 400 yen. And this is what it looks like. You can actually purchase them online as well,
which will take you back in time to share some of the gruesome photos and artifacts from the devastating 1945 bombing. As well as survivor testimonies that will exhibit and illustrate the human catastrophe and environmental impacts from the bomb. In addition to sharing the history, the museum advocates for nuclear disarmament and peace, encouraging visitors from around the world to reflect on the importance of peace to show how massive an effect these weapons can have on mankind. Number 8 on the list is to head down to the Honduri shopping street to experience what modern life is like in the city. When you get to this area, you will find a long covered pathway that stretches throughout the city.
it's like an outdoor mall. So you have your covering up top, but you still have that open air flow through here. And actually, you might see while we're walking through that cars drive through here as well. I think further up there's a stoplight down there.
And inside of here you can find everything from clothing stores to restaurants, bakeries, coffee shops, and so much more. It is a great way to see the urban lifestyle inside of Hiroshima while trying some delicious foods. Number 9 on the list is to try the Hiroshima-style Okonomiyaki. There's a building next to the Honduri shopping street in which you can find tons of Okonomiyaki restaurants.
We have Hiroshima style Okonomiyaki. The Osaka has the Osaka style Okonomiyaki, but different.
And what type of food is this?
Kind of pancake?
Ooh.
Not sweet
Oh, the thick
pancake.
ones.
Yes.
Oh.
So what is the Hiroshima style? It is a layered, savory pancake made with batter, cabbage, pork, and noodles cooked on a griddle. This layered version of the Okonomiyaki eventually became a regional specialty and a symbol of resilience in Hiroshima. And it's topped with Okonomiyaki sauce, mayonnaise, and bonito flakes, offering a unique mix of flavors and textures in every bite.
You can literally taste so many flavors. That is mind-blowing. I need to take another bite just to analyze it. We've got eggs mixed on the top, and we've got what I want to say tastes like a teriyaki sauce. I might be completely wrong on that. Mixed in with all of these different veggies, spices. Some of these spices I've never even tasted before.
The Hiroshima-style Okonomiyaki became popular after the atomic bombing in 1945. Because of the food shortages, people used whatever simple ingredients were available to create a filling meal.
The okonomi means whatever you want, because after that, many people was have nothing to eat, right? So bring something you can eat and grill it.
Yeah.
And that's the beginning of the okonomiyaki.
Oh, so Okonomi started after the A-bomb.
Yes.
Wow, so it has a really big significance then.
And last but not least, number 10 on the list is to rent a bike and cruise around the city.
At only 15 yen per minute. So I think that's like $6 an hour or something like that. And you can see the city in such a nice way. As you can see, it's a very bikeable city. All the locals take bikes everywhere. I feel like 50% of the people take bikes, 50%, the other 50% drive or take public transportation. So it's a really cool and healthy way to see the city and pretty efficient.
There is a service called Loop which allows foreigners to rent bikes through their app, and then you can ride around for as long or as short as you want. I was able to explore tons of places in a short time because it is a partially electric bike, which made for a pretty easy ride cruising through the city. Personally, I think this is one of the best things to do in not just Hiroshima, but most cities, as you can go at your own pace and see many places you wouldn't normally see. And so guys, that is where we're going to go ahead and conclude this video of the top things to do in Hiroshima. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video, and I will include links to these things in the description below so you can find them easily. By the way, this is just a small fraction of the many things you can do in Hiroshima, so make sure to check out even more things to do, and I'll put links to other things as well in the description. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next video. And if you guys enjoyed this video, I think you're going to love this video right here.